Hey everybody, hello, a very good afternoon, and welcome back to our channel Info Island, and also welcoming all of you all to a brand new video of our objective GK and GS question series. So guys, आज के इस वीडियो में हम क्या करने वाले हैं? आज का हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा इंडियन पॉलिटी एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, और इसमें हम ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप कुछ क्वेश्चन शेयर करेंगे आपके साथ, जो कि आपकी जनरल नॉलेज और जनरल साइंस से रिलेटेड हैं और हर एक कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. Be it like if you are preparing for a UPSC examination, if you're like preparing for any NDA, railway, IBPS, bank, PO, any state level examination, or like you are preparing for the SSC, CGL, CHSL, or any sort of competitive examination you are preparing for, these kind of competitive objective questions are there, which are going to help you out in your daily preparation. So let's quickly move into the video and let's begin, and let's have a look to the questions. Okay, so firstly, we will be discussing the questions with you guys, and soon ahead in the video, we will be revealing the answers of those top 10 questions. And by doing this, what are we going to do is we are going to make sure that you at least make a wild guess of those questions, so that you will be in a position to understand that how much knowledge do you possess of these current affairs questions, of these questions related to the which are basically related to the general knowledge and general science questions. Okay, so in terms of having a great knowledge of like Indian polity, Indian constitution, and many a lot of things related to India, we are there to help you guys with the help of our videos to help you in your preparation. So okay, without any further ado, let's move into the video and look for the questions. So first up, we have question number one. Who among the following was the chairperson of the Provincial Constitution Committee of the Constituent Assembly? And your options are option A, Jawaharlal Nehru, option B, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, option C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, or is it the option D, that is J.B. Kripalani? So these are the options. Just make sure that you guess the correct answer. And even if you do not, it's completely okay. There's always a space of learning, and we will share the answers with you. Okay, so let's move to the question number two. National Legal Services Authority, that is NALSA in short, has been constituted under which Act of Parliament? And your options are option A, Legal Services Authorities Act 1958, option B, Legal Services Authorities Act 1967, option C, Legal Services Authorities Act 1987, or is it the option number D, that is Legal Services Authorities Act 1990? So all of you all who possess some of the knowledge related to the constitution, related to these certain acts of the Indian constitution and the polity thing, will be in a position to answer this question. That is what I am assuming. So I hope you guys have guessed the correct answers, and let's move to the next question. Question number three. What out of the following is the maximum age until a judge of high court can hold office? Well, that's an important question. Let me just tell you. It has been already asked in several examinations of our, these government examination. And there are chances that you might just come across in the upcoming examination also. So make sure you know the answer of this particular question. And the options are option A, 60. So is it the age of 60? Option B, 62. Option C, 65. Or is it the option D, that is 70? Okay, so next question. Question number 4. Which of the following states is not included in the sixth schedule of Indian Constitution? So is it the option A, Meghalaya? Option B, Tripura? Option C, Mizoram? Or is it the option D, that is Manipur? So let's move to the next question. Question number 5. What out of the following is the number of schedules in Constitution of India? And the options are option A, 8, option B, 10, option C, 11, or is it the option D, that is 12? Okay, so by the time you're guessing the correct answer for this question, let's have a look to our next question. That is question number 6. Which of the following Constitution Amendment Act grants citizens a fundamental right to form cooperative societies? And your options are option A, 95th. So is it the 95th Constitution Amendment Act? Option B, 96th Constitution Amendment Act. Option C, 97th Amendment Act. Or is it the option D, that is 98th Constitution Amendment Act? Okay, so time for our next question. Question number 7. Who make the Electoral College for election of the Vice President of India? And your options are option A, only members of parliament. So are the only members of parliament allowed to make that Electoral College for election of the VP of India? Or is it the option B, members of parliament and members of legislative assemblies? Option C, members of parliament, members of legislative assemblies, and members of legislative councils. Or is it the option D, that is members of Rajya Sabha only? So let's move ahead to the next question. That is question number 8. Who among the following can establish an interstate council? So who got that power to establish an interstate council out of these following people? So is it the option A, President? Option B, Supreme Court? Option C, Prime Minister? Or is it the option D, that is Parliament? Next up, we have question number 9. In which of the following year Uttaranchal was renamed as Uttarakhand? So this made it clear that the name of Uttarakhand was earlier, it was Uttaranchal. And in what year was it transformed from Uttaranchal to Uttarakhand? So is it the option A, 2004? Option B, 2005? Option C, 2006? Or is it the option D, that is 2007? Let's move ahead to the next question. So, guys, that brings us to the last question of today's current affairs video, and that's question number 10. The provision for having a finance commission to sort out the revenue sharing arrangement between states and the center is part of the constitution under which among the following articles? And your options are option A, Article 275, option B, Article 280, option C, Article 282, or is it the option D, that is Article 285? Okay, so let's move ahead. So guys, that's all about the questions. I hope you guys have guessed the correct answers. And if you don't know about the answers, let's move to the answers and reveal the answers of the questions. Okay, so for question number one, the correct answer is option C, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. And if anyone out of you have guessed option C as the correct answer, they are absolutely correct, as Jawaharlal Nehru marks the correct answer for question number one. Union Powers Committee of the Constituent Assembly was headed by Jawaharlal Nehru. Next up for question number two, we have the correct answers, and that is option C, Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. The National Legal Services Authority, that is NALSA in short, has been constituted under the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. Its purpose is to monitor and evaluate implementation of legal aid programs and to lay down policies and principles for making legal services available under the Act to the weaker sections of the society. Next up, we have the correct answer for question number three, that is option B, 62. A judge of High Court holds office until he attains the age of 62 years. Any questions regarding the age of a judge of High Court is to be decided by the President of India after consultation with the Chief Justice of India, and the decision of the President is final. Okay, so for question number four, the correct answer is Manipur. Sixth schedule of Indian Constitution consists of provisions for administration of tribal area in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, and Arunachal Pradesh. District or the regional councils in these states may, after its first constitution, make rules with the approval of the governor. Next up for question number five, the correct answer is option D, that is 12. Schedules are lists in the Constitution of India that categorize and tabulate bureaucratic activities and policy of the government. Indian Constitution had originally 8 schedules. Ninth schedule was added via First Amendment Act. 10th schedule was first added by 35th Amendment, in which Sikkim joined as an associate state. But as Sikkim became a state of India, the original 10th schedule was repealed. Later, it was added once again by 52nd Amendment Act 1985 to park the anti-defection law. 11th schedule was added by 73rd Amendment and has lists of subjects under the Panchayat Raj institutions or rural local government. 12th schedule was added by 74th Amendment and enlists the subjects under municipalities or urban local government. Next, for question number 6, the correct answer is option C, that is 97th. 97th Constitution Amendment Act 2011 gave a constitutional status and protection to cooperative societies. This amendment made the following three changes in the Constitution. It made the right to form cooperative societies a fundamental right, Article 19. It included a new directive principles of state policy on the promotion of cooperative societies, that is Article 43B. It added a new part, that is 9B, in the Constitution, which is entitled as the Cooperative Societies, Articles 243ZH to 243ZT. Next up, for question number 7, the correct answer is only members of parliament. Like presidential election, election of vice president is held via system of proportional representation by means of the single transferable vote. However, vice president is elected by Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha MPs. The MLAs or MLCs have no role to play here. This sounds to be an anomaly, but it is justified by giving logic that vice president works as president of the whole country in rare occasions when president is not available. In normal circumstances, his work is to preside the Rajya Sabha. For question number 8, the correct answer is option A, that is president. Interstate Council is a constitutional body set up on the basis of provisions in Article 263 of the Constitution of India by a presidential order. Next, for question number 9, the correct answer is option D, that is 2007. Uttaranchal, which is the 27th state of India, was carved out of Uttar Pradesh on 9th of November 2000. Its name was changed to Uttarakhand from Uttaranchal in January 2007. Okay guys, so that brings us to the last answer of today's video, and for question number 10, the correct answer is Option B, that is Article 280. Article 280 of the Indian Constitution defines the scope of the Finance Commission constituted to make recommendations to the President about the distribution of the net proceeds of taxes between the Union and states, and also the allocation of the same among the states themselves. Okay, guys, so that's all about the questions as well as the answers for today's video related to the polity questions and some of the questions related to the Indian Constitution and their acts and amendment acts. So now let's talk about some of the abbreviations that we just saw in those questions and answers. And I always tell you that these abbreviations are of key importance with the perspective of your competitive exams. तो प्लीज 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 इनको अच्छे से याद कर लीजिएगा क्योंकि हो सकता है ये आपके अगले एग्जाम्स में पूछे जाएं. Okay, firstly, let's talk about NALSA, and it's like NALSA, and the expansion of NALSA is National Legal Services Authority. At number 2, we have LSAA, and the expansion is Legal Services Authorities Act. Next, at number 3, we have MLA, and it stands for Member of the Legislative Assembly. At number 4, we have MLC, and MLC stands for Member of the Legislative Council. Okay, guys, so that's all about it. That's about the questions, the important GK and general science questions that we just thought of sharing them with you guys in order to help you in your preparation. As we have just told you that Indian polity हुआ और आपका ये जो constitution हुआ, ये कुछ ऐसे topics होते हैं जो कि थोड़े tricky होते हैं because इनमें articles के बारे में, acts के बारे में पूछा जाता है. लेकिन ये हर एक गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स में आपसे पूछे जाते हैं. जिन भी एग्जामिनेशन के सिलेबस में अपना इंडियन पॉलिटी हुआ, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हुआ, ये आते हैं, उसमें ये पूछे ही जाते हैं. तो प्लीज़ आप अच्छे से उनको याद कर लीजिएगा. And additionally, if you found this information useful and informative, then please subscribe to our channel for more such daily news updates, as we come up with a video almost daily on our channel that is going to help you in your daily preparation of the examination. उसके अलावा अगर आपके पास कोई थॉट है आज के वीडियो से या किसी और वीडियो से रिलेटेड, आपके पास कोई स्टोरी है, कुछ रिकमेंडेशंस हैं जो आप करना चाहते हैं, या किसी भी तरह का कोई भी सजेशन है, then please feel free and mention them down below in the comment section, because we do look at it and we do come up with a solution or any video on that particular topic that you guys want from us. So आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Please be with us, stay connected with us by subscribing with us, and by hitting the bell icon also, giving next to the subscribe button, so as whenever we come up with a new video, you guys are notified about it and we can stay connected then and there. So that's it. Thank you so much. Let's keep learning, keep sharing, and keep supporting the way we are.